Sure.
Boom, and we're live. And we're live, ladies and gentlemen. How we doing tonight? What's going on, everybody? After the Cook episode 4 or 20 or, well, I don't know. We're not keeping track. Well, what's that?
Hey, everybody.
It's Big Reach. Ladies and gentlemen, Big Reach is with us tonight. How we doing today, people? How we doing today? Come on, let us know. Let us know. My man Chris, the Titletown Griller, he's busy tonight, so we brought in the big guns, Mr. Jeremy. Big Reach.
There we go.
There you go. Fantastic.
Hey,
So there we
brother.
go. We're on. We're happening. How's everybody doing tonight?
Awesome. Amazing.
Cheers, everybody. 21 and up and all of that.
Are we drinking already?
I did, yep.
Awesome. Time to mix a drink, Mel.
That's the one, buddy. Boom.
I think I'm going to start off with there we go.
There we go. Do we have to do 21 and up on YouTube? I don't even know.
I don't think so.
Is it weird that I put 21 and up, but it's 18 and up where I am? I don't know. I don't get it. It's Anyways, cheers. Here's to
Cheers,
Tuesday,
brother.
ladies and gentlemen. Awesome. I'm super pumped to be here. Super pumped that a couple of you have shown up to take a peek, see what's going on. This is fantastic. I'm having so much fun today. Today's been a really weird day for me, let me tell you. Just
How come, brother?
Well, just everything. We had the big announcement about the lockdown or whatever, and everything. Just work's been weird, life's been weird, family's been weird. Instagram's been weird. YouTube's been weird. Everything's just been weird.
Yeah,
so here we are.
I think COVID's starting to get to everybody, right?
Yeah, man, a little bit shell shocked or what? I don't know. It's my hat is nice. It's such a great hat. Such a great hat. The shipping up north sucks, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I reached out to that fella on YouTube or Instagram story, and I was looking. He's got a few other colors coming out, so
he's a sweetheart, man. He's an absolute sweetheart. Yeah. If you're putting an order in, order one of the gold ones that he's coming out with right away.
Oh, okay.
And then save it for me for Christmas.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, because then, or next Christmas, or when I come down there in 2025.
No, awesome. No. We got your bedroom ready.
Do you mean that, Jer? Do you mean that?
I mean it.
Because the last time I said I was coming back. Oh, see, there you go. The last time I said I was coming back, you said not to. So
No. I was. That's when I was sober then.
Yeah, well, that sucks. Don't do that. I don't suggest, especially with this COVID, man. I don't wish that on anybody.
No, exactly.
No, man. Crazy times. Crazy times call for crazy measures. That's what I say.
What are you pouring tonight, Mel?
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything. Right now, we're going to do a Crown Royal Texas Mesquite.
You like that?
Mixed with a Diet Coke. Well, I'm almost out. And to be honest with you, you can't buy it in Canada.
No.
And the fellas that were bringing it up to me aren't coming anytime soon, so...
Yeah, it's weird, right? If you think about Crown Royal, it's all made in Manitoba now, and some of I was down in Vegas a couple of years ago and saw one that they had produced predominantly for like Vegas, and so I tried to sneak a couple extra bottles back and got nailed at the airport with it, but it's weird. Like it's mass produced in Canada, but depending on where you're at, you can get I've never seen that mesquite one in Ontario either. I've seen a ton of other ones, but never that mesquite one.
Well, that's the salted caramel.
Right.
I've yet to find that in Edmonton, but I hear it's all over the place. Madwood, how you doing? Yeah, I want it. I want it real bad, especially for Christmas. Salted caramel and maybe cherry Coke. That might be crazy. I don't know. We'll see how that. But
I think I've seen that one.
Try adding the smoked ice cubes too.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
No, there was a popular one around here. Actually, well, it wasn't that popular in Ontario, but stateside was going huge. It was last summer. It was the the peach flavored Crown Royal.
Oh yeah, that's available up here. That's
yeah. We've got it here, but
to me that's nice in barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
Get it out of my Coke. I don't want that in my Coke.
We had a buddy. I've got a buddy of mine in Buffalo. Just couldn't find it anywhere, and it was going for like 200 bottles US down there where you could find it. And so
that's crazy.
Sorry, I got the dog barking here. Kobe, 1 sec, bro. I'll be right back.
I know Kobe very well. He just wanted to be on the show. It's not his fault. It's not his fault. Oh, Jeff, how you doing, Mr. Jeff Davey? How you doing, buddy? Mr. Jeff Davey, don't go anywhere. We got things we got to talk about, sir.
Sorry about that.
Oh, no problem. No problem at all. Well, cheers to you, buddy. Cheers to Tuesday and after the cook and all of that.
Yeah. We got Jeff in the house.
We got Jeff in the house. Now, we should talk about the elephant in the room. What's happening on Sunday, Jer?
Oh, we've got a massive cook happening.
We do, don't we?
We're starting at 12 noon Eastern, which is 10 o'clock Central your time.
Yep,
you and I are going to kick it off. And we've got a few others joining us. And we're just going to have a little bit of fun on a Sunday afternoon. We're celebrating the U.S. Thanksgiving for all of our American brothers and sisters. So we thought we would put on a little show and show some Canadian support.
That's exactly it. I can't wait. We're probably going to be hitting up the Big Green Egg Canada website or Instagram. So we'll be bouncing live on there, and we'll be chiming in with a couple of the Canadian pit masters as we roll through. It's going to be a great time. I'm super pumped for it. I'm very excited to see some good cooks come out of there. It's going to be
for sure.
It's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day.
I'm still contemplating menu stuff, but I'm always a last minute guy kind of anyway. So I'll probably go visit my butcher on Saturday and see what he's got cool hanging in the cooler. But oh, bless you.
Oh no.
Oh, we got Nubby in the house. Good buddy of mine. Oh, bless you.
This is the start.
It's not COVID, I hope.
No, it's not.
It's not contagious through YouTube, is it?
Yeah, is it? No. I put the screen protector on.
Okay. We should be good.
That's No, it's a good time. So there you go. There we have it. I can't wait to see what our American friends are doing on Thanksgiving. Yeah. I've seen so many people already gearing up for cooks.
Yeah.
The turkeys are awesome. The hams, I love spiral hams. Like you've seen Big Green Egg, everybody throwing down all the side dishes, seafood stuffing, Uda pulled out. It's crazy. It's really crazy. Yeah. Like I'm craving a turkey now, but I don't have time to defrost it.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that because last Saturday I was at my butcher shop and I totally forgot. He mentioned to me. So I actually ordered a fresh turkey. So I'm picking one up. Now this is for Christmas. So I was hoping to get one even for this weekend. I'm going to see if I can grab one for this weekend. But he brings in a tractor load of fresh turkey. So I ordered about a 12-pound turkey, fresh turkey for Christmas. So
yep. Nice.
But turkey is one of those things, right? You don't think about it as a regular menu item. Like you do it, Christmas, Thanksgiving, and but there's nothing wrong with doing a turkey through the summer or so. Yeah, I think it's one of those meats that we don't think about enough.
What are you talking about? You're sounding awfully close to turkey bacon talk all of a sudden, Jared. Find a real quick exit. Show stage left right there. That's so the trick there. When we have the crazy sales at No Frills, the turkey will go down below $1 a pound.
Yeah.
And when that happens, I am so tempted to buy 6 turkeys and just debone them.
Yeah. You can spatchcock them or debone them. That'd be awesome.
Debone them, meat grind them. Now you got turkey sausages. You got just turkey meat for salads, whatever.
Yeah.
It's way easier to pack in the freezer than 6 whole damn turkeys, right? Yeah. I've done that. I've done that a couple times. I won't do that again. Right now, for real estate in my cooler and my freezer number 2 and 3, it's all pork butts because they went on sale. Yeah. When I sent you that picture, I kept filling my cart over and over and over again. And now I got 40 pork butts. What am I doing with? I don't even know. No one even wants to eat pork butts. I put them up on Instagram and the post just done.
Yeah.
You seen one bone pull, you seen them all, right? And that's not what the internet's for, pulling bones, let me tell you.
That's what she said.
This isn't a Twitch account, let me tell you.
Yeah.
This is, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I think I was even contemplating, like, for Christmas this year, I'll do the turkey, but I'm thinking about doing like a small prime rib with it because I love having a bit of a choice. So you get a good AAA prime rib, nice marbling, throw it on the grill, smoke it for a couple hours. And then whatever you got left, you throw it in a stew, right?
Yeah, Chris isn't here today. He's got to work late, so he's got to miss it. So Jeremy hopped on here to carry the weight. You know, do the heavy lifting today, Mr. Jeremy. Thank you very much.
The weight of the world is on my shoulders.
Well, nobody wants to hear Mel ramble on. In about 3 minutes, we'll be talking about black holes and astrophysics and all. And you guys don't want any part of that. Takes me about 3 minutes to get drunk. Nobody wants to see that. So thank heavens for Jeremy. Thank you, Jeremy, for joining us tonight on such short notice. I really appreciate it.
No worries, no worries. I see a bunch of our fans are rolling in. Johnny Flood's here. He's always a big fan of ours, big supporter.
Fantastic.
He loves the fire in the hole.
Loving that.
Yep.
There we go. Yeah, no, we got a couple people going on Instagram here too. It's fantastic.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's a good time. I saw Coop just popped in there.
Oh, on Instagram?
Yeah, on Instagram. Hi, Coop. How you doing?
Yeah, we got to get him on here. He's been doing some pretty wicked cooks lately too.
I'd love to get Coop on here. Coop's a sweetheart.
Yeah. He makes a wicked Caesar.
He sure does. Yeah. The weight of a brisket. Izzy eats. Izzy, was it you that sent me that link today with that weird YouTube video? Somebody named Izzy sent me a really weird video. I'm trying to think if that's him or not.
Oh, okay.
Cooper, you're on the wrong.
Tell Coop to come over to YouTube.
Well, I'm trying to tell Coop to come over to YouTube, but he's not listening, and he's typing on a screen I can't type back on. So, well, there you go. There's a couple people bouncing in and on there, but we're doing pretty good here. That was a crazy video, Izzy. I watched the whole thing twice, and then I sent it to my foreman. I was like, this is nuts, man. I'm not getting into conspiracy theories on here, but every once in a while, somebody will send me a video that I watch, and it's like, where do you people find these things? It's so cool.
Hey, can we block John Flood? He's talking about using an Instapot. I think we should ban him from the channel.
You know what, Mr. John Flood? I'll tell you right now, the best broth I've ever made, the best stocks I've ever made, Instapot, baby. And I'm telling you, I've made like Bubba style chicken stock that's taken 3 days on my stove.
Yeah.
Like old school stock. That pot's been just simmering for days. That Instapot, you put it on 4 hours, top the water up, put it on 4 hours again, you double back, you end up with like Jello.
Yeah.
It's the highest quality stock you'll ever get in your life, man. I fought buying one of those things for years.
Yeah.
And then when I got in there, I was like, I'm done. I'm sold. I'm totally sold. Like if I could show Bubba that Instapot, her mind would be blown. She's like, she came up like over the fire with a cauldron and a chicken sticking out of the pot. Like, great. Oh, Tuna's in the house.
Yeah, Tuna's here. He was here early.
That's it. Yeah, Tuna was here super early.
He was the first one to log in.
Tuna. Tuna, somebody teaches me something new every single day, and I am grateful for it. I'm always open-minded about everything you can think of.
That's so true when you think about the barbecue world, right? Like you and I have been at this game for a long time, and there's a lot of guys out there, even on the channel tonight, that have been at it even longer than us. But it's a constant learning. Like you learn, like you said, every time you cook, you learn something. And no two cooks are the same, right? Like I think you've talked about it before, where we were talking about brisket earlier. You could have two identical briskets, say 15-pound, 18-pound briskets, put them on, same temp, everything. And one would take, would be done in 14 hours and the other one will take 16 hours.
Yeah, no, exactly.
And that's the thing, right? Like it's funny because I've been following a lot of stuff on social media, right? And it's particularly in the US, like Pitmasters, different Facebook pages and that, and everybody's like, oh, how do I cook a turkey? How long do I cook my turkey? And you cook the temp. Like that's the only way you can do it nowadays, as far as I'm concerned, is you cook the temp.
Yeah. No, that's
temp and texture.
I remember the first time I met Diva Q, she was doing a shop class for Traeger out here in Edmonton, and she was going on about how mad she was about 3-2-1 ribs.
Right.
Because everyone Googles 3-2-1 ribs. Everyone talks about 3-2-1 ribs. That number somehow stuck and is now synonymous with cooking good ribs. And honestly, it has nothing to do with cooking good ribs. If you actually followed the 3-2-1, you either have burnt or you have pulled pork with bones sticking out of it's a nightmare. But you still have to put it in your tag if you make a rib video to get the traffic.
Yeah.
And then the first thing you say is, but we're not doing 3-2-1 ribs. We're doing to temp ribs. That's, for me, not preachy, just saying the art of barbecue is being consistent.
Yeah.
With every single thing you do, get better every single time and be consistent.
Yeah.
As long as you're consistent, man, the barbecue just rolls right out, man. It's Slip and Jimmy. Oh, look at this. Fantastic.
Jimmy's in the house.
Yeah, look at Tuna. Everybody is. This is fantastic. This is great.
Yeah.
It's
funny.
This is really
I just see we got Darren on here too, DT on the BGE, but he raises a good point, right? The common question you get is, how do I cook a brisket? Like, it's funny, right? It's like, there's a science behind it, but a lot of it's trial and error, and you learn with time. I remember, like, I've had my egg now for 12, 13 years, and it takes a while. Like, that's the thing, right? It's not a plug and play. It's you gotta get to know your grill.
Yep.
And my
that being said, once you get an egg dialed in, once you learn how to, and every egg is different, just like everything else in life, right? Yeah. Once you get to know your egg, like mine now, we're recording for YouTube, and my editor guy, he's shooting stuff, and he's like, do you have to check the temp? Do you have to bump the vent? Do you have to? And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, then what are we shooting today? Like, you got to, so then I'll have to go and move it and then move it back. Be like, okay, there you go. It's, but that's the other thing. That's part of what we do as Instagram people, as YouTube people, whatever. You have to put your mind into someone that bought an egg yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what am I doing? And that's everything I do. I try and relate to that person, as well as the pitmasters that are staring at my stuff like, oh, you didn't do this again. It's tough. It's tough to please all the crowds, from expert to beginner, but you have to, make your way through it. And I, I respect everybody the same. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think that's the thing, right? Like eggs, you and I are, eggheads at heart, of course, but different girls, different folks. But that's the thing. Like I worked a show a few years ago for Big Green Egg for a week, and you would get the wickedest questions, right? And you knew if people were serious, if people did their homework, if they'd watched some YouTube videos. I remember one guy came up to me, he's like, so how do I hook up my propane tank to it? I was like so tempted to say, well, you bury it in the pit with ashes and then you light it. But it's, I think that's one of the things is there's a big intimidation factor when it comes to Kamado style, or even like a pit, right? Any type of pits where you're using live fire. I think there's an intimidation factor there that, and the good thing with egg is, and I love all grills, but they are very forgiving, right? The way they're built. So we there's a bit of a grace there, but I've used you're much better on a stick burner than I am. But when I first started cooking on a stick burner, it's all over the map, right? So you really got to pay attention where you're, like you said, with an egg, you can kind of set it. Once you get your temperature dialed in, you can kind of set it and forget it and not worry about it too much. You keep an eye on it. But depending on what you're using for grills, you've got to really sort of pay attention. But I think once people get past that intimidation factor and realize how cool they are and what you can do and what the capabilities are, you know, the world is your oyster when it comes to barbecuing. And that's the cool thing about barbecues is now it's like, what do I want to cook tonight? What do I want to cook this weekend? Because you love it so much and there's so much enjoyment and obviously awesome food that comes off the grills. You know, you're always looking for that next big cook. So tell me about the old 96er.
Well, hold on. We got to say hi to Coop. Coop just jumped on. Coop found us on Coop. That's awesome. Slip and Jimmy had mentioned. He just made a comment there. He had a turkey to cook, and he had hit me up on IG. And I told him, I said, just be patient, let things play out. And he did, and he said it was deadly. So there you go.
Yep. That's perfect.
I push that with everybody. Briskets, everything. Like, just be patient. Don't start messing with stuff right away. That's when things go wrong.
Yeah.
Right? It takes time to flow through things. Barbecue's not done in an hour. That's why it's barbecue. It is what it like, and that's smoking birds, whatever. Fish, everything. This stuff takes time. So be patient. It's awesome to see that. Awesome to see Coop has jumped in here. We've got the retail butcher has popped in on IG. That's awesome.
Awesome.
Nice to see you, buddy. I did a wonderful live with him on their page. Absolutely wicked. A bunch of group of butcher guys and ladies that all do stuff. Some of them are on Team Canada. It's really awesome, man. Really awesome bunch of butchers, and everybody support local butcher. Every chance you get a cut, go to your butcher. Talk to your butcher, especially now in COVID.
Yeah.
And now in COVID, I won't get the IKEA meatballs. I'll go to the butcher and get the knockoff IKEA meatballs. Sure, they don't have horse in them, but we're okay. We're still going to the local butcher. It's fine.
Hey, we got a couple other shout-outs in here. My other buddy, Dirty Old Patrick's here. He's a great guy.
Nice. Nice.
Dirty Old Patty, he's a good guy. Tromba King, Gnome just jumped in. Hey, Gnome, how you doing, buddy?
Is Gnome there?
Yeah, he's on on YouTube.
Check it out, Gnome. Just in case. There it is. Beauty. Love that Gnome.
Yeah. But yeah, you know, it's funny about the barbecues, right? They can be a cruel mistress, Mel.
Well, they sure can. I know everything about it, man. It's a love-hate relationship, just like everything else in life. You know, you gotta go with the flow. You always have to go with the flow. I absolutely love, and this is the truth. This is the absolute truth. And anybody that knows me will vouch for this. When I wake up in the morning, I'm thinking of my next long cook.
Yeah.
Every day, all the time, that something is crossing my mind where I am talking or thinking something. I'm bugging the guys at work about, what do you think of this? Whatever. Like, I can't help but just, it's part of it becomes part of your life. Barbecue becomes, when you're doing it right, you can't help but spread the love about it.
Yeah. I think it's the passion, right? We all share a bit of that passion, and it rubs off on people. Like today, even like for my day job, I work for a bank, and we were on the phone, and I've been there 20 years. So we had a town hall, and they were recognizing me with the 20 years. But, you know, they were talking about things I did at work, different roles I've had in that. And, you know, they ended off by saying, you know, Jeremy's also a barbecuer, if you don't know. So it becomes part of you, right? Like it's not, you know, it's everybody and everything, but, you know, certain guys and gals that becomes like a part of their life, right? And I'm the same as you, right? You get up and I'll say that to Kimmy in the morning, like, so what's for dinner? Not that I'm hungry, but I'm just excited about what do we want to cook.
No, that's exactly it, man. It's a funny today. Literally on Tuesdays, I have no time.
Yeah.
I get off work, I come home, I shower, maybe I get some time in the tub to do an Instagram post. Today I
I've seen you in the tub.
That's it, because we were kind of on pins and needles here, whether Chris was going to be on or not, whether we were going to have other guests. I didn't know, so there was no like promotion of this whatsoever. This was all last minute, right? Then we had the COVID update, so we had to watch the news for that.
Yeah.
We had no time whatsoever, and still still, hey Darren, I nailed that beautiful dill pickle soup, buddy. Way to jump the gun on that one. That was it was awesome, man. And that was the thing. And this is the worst part about being an Instagram cook, chef, whatever. If I cook a meal like I did today, that's only half the battle. Now I've got plating. Now I've got plating. Now I've got lighting. Now I've got shots. Did I get a boomerang? Did I get a flyover? Did I get
you got to be careful because you don't want your food to go cold, right?
Oh, food goes cold, man. I always eat cold food. That's it. The family, I'll dish them up first. Then I come back and they know that I'm not eating with them.
Yeah.
They go eat. I'm eating cold food later. I've got a plate, shoot, and this is part of our life. It is what it is. But
it's funny. I'm thinking you smoke a brisket for like 18 hours and then you heat it up in the microwave.
No, that's the thing, right? Yeah. That's literally, I'm excited about the vacuum sealed brisket I have. Yeah. That one day I won't have to cook a brisket. I'll just heat it up and eat it. That's the crazy part. I'm so passionate about cooking it.
Yeah.
And then shooting it and doing everything like the byproduct is eating. It's crazy. Yeah. And the outtakes. You got that one, Gnome. That's always for sure. The outtakes, man. That's
Yeah, it's funny what we do for pictures, right? We're all, and it's funny, like it's, and I think a lot of us are realists about it too, right? Because, we'll post pictures and things like that. And let's be honest, like not everything turns out, right? It's, and that's the beauty of barbecue, right? And I know a buddy of ours, Ted Reeder, puts it well. He says, like, you want to cook that perfect steak. And maybe it's not the perfect steak, but it's like your golf game, right? And Coop's a golf. He knows what it's like. It's like that next hole. You want that to be your next, your next hole is going to be your best hole.
Yeah.
And the steak, you want that next steak to be your best steak. But there's steaks that don't turn out. We've all had that. We've all cooked. I cooked. My butcher gave me this 100-day-old aged. It was a top sirloin, so it's not the best cut, but it was aged 100 days. I thought, oh, this would be cool. And it wasn't that good. I would take a 45, 50, 60-day aged steak over that any day. And part of it was the way I cooked it. So, let's throw up a couple because I think that's the reality too, right? We want to be realistic about it. There's people out there that, they have the magnificent shots and their food looks spectacular, but, let's be honest.
Oh, I know.
And I think that's where the attraction with your channel is with your Facebook and with your YouTube is you watch your videos and it's like, it's your cousin cooking in his kitchen or your uncle cooking in his kitchen, right? You're keeping it real. And that's the thing. I think the more real we keep it, the more authentic it is.
No, that was the thing about when I started on Instagram. That's what I said my mantra was going to be. Was that like, there's going to be dirty dishes behind me because this is not a set.
Yeah.
If you were in my house, you'd see a toddler there and a baby there and a dog that's eyeballing me from the corner.
Yeah.
And this is just, you've caught a section of my life where people are quiet and I'm able to do a thing. It's very rare. 2 minutes later, it's like destruction. It's crazy. Like this is not. I feel like this has been my thing, which is why I've been so successful up to this point.
Yeah,
because I'm able to do really good cooks in an atmosphere that most people live in, with things most people have. And I'm not going to tell you like you should go to the market and find this species of mango to cook this, and you need this, you need these pieces of equipment. No, man, I'm making do with what I got, and this is it. It's
you can only use this salt that's imported from the beaches of France. No, you gotta keep it real.
I'll tell you what, one of the big eye openers for me with Instagram was at your house when we cooked that tomahawk.
Yeah.
and I took the pictures and the videos of it. And when I finally launched that on Instagram,
yeah,
like I felt good about it, and we all enjoyed it. It was a very nice.
It was delicious. Yeah.
And all of a sudden, this one guy, just out of nowhere, he's like, "That's totally overcooked. I wouldn't even eat that." And I was like, "You weren't there."
Yeah.
Maybe the lighting is wrong. I don't. And then I'm going back in the pic. I'm looking at it like, what's going on here? Like, is there something I'm missing? But I know it was fine. And it blew my mind that like one comment that went awry, like turned the whole cook for me. I was blown away by it, man. It was, it was,
but you gotta take all that with a grain of salt, right? Like I've heard, I think it was, sorry, I'm just trying to switching her up a little bit here.
No problem.
Coming up, but I think that's the thing, right? That's the thing when when you're making an impact, when you start getting those insults, right? Or you start getting those critiques. It's hey, people are watching, right? And
that's it.
And
no, that's
It was a beautiful steak. I tasted it. I can vouch for you. It was an awesome steak. We ate a lot of red meat that week.
Well, I noticed like Grill Mama, Melissa, she has some, she put up a post today on Facebook about this perfect prime rib she cooked. And she's like, of course, there's one person in the lot that's like, that's raw. How could you eat that?
Yeah.
And that's us. We wear our cooks on our sleeve like our heart.
Yeah.
We know how much we put into it. We know how much we care about it. And then you got some little whatever's comment that's like, you totally missed the whole spirit of the thing. I don't know. It's crazy. Yeah, no, but that's Jeff's right. When you got trolls, you know you made it. And that's,
Well, that's how I met you. I used to troll you.
Yeah. No, Gnome, you're a funny guy. Mr. Gnome, I have to do one more plug for Mr. Gnome because I love him so much.
There we go.
The Hangover Ace. Y'all need to Google this. This needs to be given out to all of the tradespeople in Alberta. Like the government needs to subsidize a program for this. Because it's awesome, man. I take a little splash of that before bed after doing Tuesdays. By Wednesdays, smooth sailing, man. It's nice. It's almost like waking up to a rum and coke, but not, which is nice. It's
I guess no, mine must be in the mail. I'll wait and see it soon. Yeah, mine must be in the mail.
Oh, some nice stuff, man. Nice stuff.
Yeah.
Love Gnome. And his boys, like they're very near and dear to my heart. I don't know if you saw my post I put up this morning.
Yes.
That California Dreamin' with that stack. I was like, oof.
Yeah, like that was awesome. I was talking to Gnome the other night. You and I got to hit Miami sometime. Go down there and party with him and the crew in Miami. I missed him. It's funny. When I was in Miami in December, Gnome is a really, really good friend with a fella's restaurant that I visited on South Beach. It was highly recommended. Awesome Greek food. Best Greek food in Miami over on South Beach. And it's funny. Gnome and I were talking online the other night, and we are like, because he had posted a picture, and I was like, "Hey, man, I've been there. I've been to Giorgio's." So we started shooting the breeze back and forth, and but yeah, no, the Tromba King, like, it's honestly one of my best products that I use. I've got the original. I got it through Dixon's back. Oh, no one would know the date that they started shipping to Canada, but I think I was one of the first 100 that they shipped to Canada. It's the old school square, and I still keep it in great condition, wrap it with tin foil, and I love busting that thing out.
Yeah, I bought the one just after that with the handles, the round one. I was like next in line, next shipment. I was like done.
Yeah, because they sold out right away. I remember going into Dixon's, and I think there was like 100, and they were gone right away. And I grabbed one. Rob from Dixon said, "You got to grab one of these. They're awesome."
Yeah, and, Rob was the one. He's like, "You got to try Donair on this." Yeah, and I was like, "You got a stick that'll cook a Donair on the big green egg?" I'm like, "That better be in my next shipment." And that was it. Done. And Rob was like, "Of course you're going to do that." I'm like, "Of course I'm going to." And I've cooked like 10 Donairs on there since. It's the thing, man. It's yeah, love it. Absolutely love it.
Yeah, and Noam just said Dixon's, they got them, they're back in stock. I know a buddy of mine, Bob, he just ordered one from Dixon's online. It came last week, and he's already cooking on it. And he called me, he's like, man, I love this thing. So
yeah,
great product.
Yeah, awesome.
Great product.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. Definitely awesome.
So tell me about this dill pickle soup. What's that all about?
It's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. It's dill pickles in a chowder.
Oh, okay.
And I love chowder, and I love dill pickles, and it's an old Polish thing, so don't fault that. It's not Ukrainian, it's Polish, but that's okay. It's dill pickles, carrots, onions. You can put potatoes in it. I didn't. The wife is anti-potato right now, so whatever. But we got carrots, the buttered onions, grilled butter, on the skillet, buttered onions.
Yeah.
And then you build your soup off of that with your flour. You make a roux, right? And then you're adding your broth. We've got a beautiful chicken broth going in there.
Yeah.
And then you elevate that mother effer with that pickle juice from an entire jar of pickles. Like, I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep it down right now. Like, this is a crazy, like, you know me and pickles, buddy.
Yeah. I think you ate like 4 jars when you were at my place.
Yeah. No, I still eat that many. I eat that many pickles everywhere I go. This is a true story, ladies and gentlemen. When I went to Toronto, the first thing I did was, I need bourbon, I need cigars. Who has the best pickles? Like right now. And that was poor Jeremy. He had a pickle jar in the back that he hadn't touched since 1972. And I was like, boom, boom, boom. Those are gone. We got to get more pickles. He's like, oh, I don't know how old those were. I'm like, I'm terribly sorry. They're already gone. Don't worry about it.
And you don't even need a fork. Like, your fingers are built to get pickles out of jars.
Oh, I've got pickle grabbing fingers, man. That's the Ukrainian vice grips. That's what we call them. That's,
I didn't see a fork all weekend.
Yeah.
That was good.
Oh, Noam, you don't even know. I grew up pinching pierogies. Every weekend, you would have cookie trays as far as the eye could see, Noam. I am a master pierogi pincher. And so I always got hit with the spoon all the time. Growing up, that was my thing. I got whacked with the spoon in the face and the hand and the arm because the stuffing, right? As soon as you saw that, like, potato cheddar, bacon onion, right? The sauerkraut, as soon as you saw the stuffing, here I am. I got hands right in the pots. I'm eating the stuffing like fat kid and cake, but I grew up Ukrainian, right? So, pierogies, man. I would make it with Bubba all the time. And let me tell you about old Ukrainian ladies. You talk about sweatshop, you talk about production line, whatever. There's a church bake sale, and you're selling them for 5 cents a piece. You make like 30,000 pierogies in one weekend. And it's like 3 old ladies and then me. Watching Young and the Restless while everybody's sipping on probably Ryan Cokes. And you're just none the wiser, right? And it's noon. It's an amazing time, man. I miss my childhood so much. Just from that stuff. Like time with Bubba, Young and the Restless, Days of Our Lives. Making sauerkraut from scratch and pierogies and all kinds. Like, it was an amazing way to grow up. Grew up in the kitchen all the time. Had a super appreciation for cooking since I was a baby. Yeah, I love it.
It's funny, right? If you think about back when we were kids, you don't appreciate those things, right? Like, I was fortunate, like you, with being very close with my grandparents and my grandmother. Being a very good cook, particularly on the dessert side, like pies and stuff like that. But just in general, a very, very good cook. But, you're a kid. You're not worried about, anything other than, hey, how many pancakes can grandma make me on Saturday morning? But it's funny because you pick up on those things, right? And I think that's part of where that passion comes from, because it's instilled in you in such a young age that, cooking is part of your culture. Especially in your culture, right? Like, cooking in the kitchen is a huge piece of your childhood.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. That's been life. Give me 2 seconds here.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
I have to put this up. I'm switching the feed over to my Dark Side of the Grill account just to do that. So if you could fill the dead air for just a second, maybe
absolutely,
Poop once or twice.
There we go.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, no, Coop's on here. Coop's a great guy. So when Mel was in town back in August, Coop came and spent the weekend with us, and we had a blast. Like we had a smorgasbord of meat. One of the highlights, and I think Coop mentioned it in the chat I saw when I was scrolling through there, was about we were fortunate enough to be able to grab a piece of Snake River Farms picanha, and we'll talk a little bit about it when Mel comes back, but it was amazing. Like it Coop said it well. It really set the standard of what we enjoy from a steak perspective. So if you do get a chance to try that Wagyu picanha, it's amazing stuff.
Oh, buddy. It's a unicorn up here.
Yeah.
I've never had it till I was there.
Yeah.
Never had it. So it was a game changer for me.
Yeah.
There were a lot of things that happened that week that I spent with you, Jer, that I was so happy to experience firsthand.
Yeah.
Man, it was like people take a lot of this stuff for granted, but it was actually quite memorable, man.
Well, we'll do it again. We'll make more memories.
Oh, I hope so, bud. I hope so. There we go. Boom. Now we're live on Dark Side of the Grill on Instagram.
Awesome.
There we go. Fantastic. So yeah, no, that's Snake River Farms Wagyu. I need to source out a better source.
Yeah.
Blue Moon is asking what I paired with the old 96er. Now, I have to tell you, my friend, this is a tough one. This is a real tough one. I just ate the meat. Yeah. I literally just ate the steak. That was my dinner, and also my lunch was that steak. The wife had salad. The wife had some rice or whatever. I'm being honest with you. It was 6 pounds of Wagyu beef.
Yeah.
It was 6 pounds of Wagyu beef. It was insane. It was so insane.
Hey, Coop, signing off. Coop, thanks so much for joining. We appreciate it. We love you, buddy.
Love you, Coop. Night-night.
Do you really think somebody could eat 96 ounces of steak?
Apparently.
Yeah.
Apparently,
I don't know. I think 20 years ago, I probably could have given it a really good run for its money, but I don't know now if I could eat that much. I would certainly give it a, my best opportunity, but
yeah, I couldn't. I ate half of it.
Yeah.
Maybe 3/8. Like I didn't eat a ton. I ate less than half.
Yeah.
And it was uncomfortable already. It was a lot of meat.
Yeah.
And I was half thinking like, haha, I'll make a thing of this. But then I was like, no. Yeah. So your guy that wins the all-you-can-eat hot dogs all the time, right?
Yeah.
And he drinks the water while he does it to get the buns to get small.
Yeah.
If you took that 120 hot dogs or whatever it was and put it on a platter, it'd be like 5 pounds.
Yeah.
This steak was 6 pounds of solid protein.
Yeah, so you're not breaking stuff down with water.
No, there's no breaking nothing down. Yeah. It's just solid protein. Now, I've heard of people that can do it.
Yeah.
Those people scare me.
Well, they have that place in Texas, right? They home of Amarillo or somewhere that's like the home of the 72-ounce steak, and you got to eat it within an hour. And so I don't know. It's interesting. I don't know. I would like to try it. I don't know if I don't know. We'll see. Maybe something over the holidays. I showed that picture to my butcher though. He was pretty he was pretty impressed with that cut of meat. He was like, wow. And he was telling me how they cut it off the cow. Because I'm like, how do you get a piece of sirloin that big? And he basically told me, like you said, it's cut right off the hind quarter, right? Like they're basically cutting it right off the hind quarter. So
no, so I'm blessed that one of my local butchers, Corey from Acme Meat Market, the first time this happened, I was drinking too much one day.
Yeah.
And we were in the middle of something, and I was like, old 96er, and I was like, he's the best butcher in town. I'm going to message him.
Yeah.
And I didn't think he'd hit me back right away. I didn't think he messed around with Instagram too much, and he bounced back like an hour later.
Yeah.
So I did it. I actually did the old 96er 2 years ago on Instagram.
Right.
And it wasn't that big of a hit. It was just here and there and gone, whatever. But now with more of everything, this caught on, this stuck. So deadly, absolutely deadly. But yeah, I've cooked a couple.
Yeah,
I've been down this road before. Makes amazing tacos. I even vacuum seal stuff. Because why not? So
Kimmy's online. She mentioned it was funny. She was telling a story about where there used to be a place not far from us. We were just dating at the time, and they had it was called a Sumo Burger, but it was basically a 2-pound hamburger, and it came with a whole separate side plate of fries. And basically, and it was ridiculously priced. It was super cheap back then. Yep. Well, there we go. There's a nice bottle.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
But I think honestly, I'm thinking it was like around $10 or $12 for this 2-pound hamburger. And it came with this. It was the size of a plate. Came out, and basically, if you ate it, you got it for free, and you got a T-shirt. So the funny thing is, I ate the burger, and it was an awesome burger because it was triple cheese, triple bacon. Like I remember it being a great burger to eat. Yeah, and I was a little slow. I was a little slower there at the end, but I was 20 years old. Back then I could pack food in me a lot better than I can now. But it's funny. So you get the T-shirt, and I'm not a small guy. I was smaller back then, but I remember that like the only size they had was size small. And I'm like, okay, that might have fit me when I was 9 years old. It's not going to fit me when I'm 20. It's certainly not going to fit me now that I'm 45, but it's funny. Like I had this shirt, the Sumo shirt, and I was never able to wear it because all they had was size small. I'm like, I remember thinking to myself, who the hell's going to eat a 2-pound hamburger and be able to fit into a size small shirt? So obviously there was guys before me that grabbed the big ones, but it's all good.
That's awesome, man. I don't know. It's a tough thing because of what we do. Like I do try and eat healthy.
Yeah.
So there are cooks that I do where I'm like, you know what? I'm running this ship up on the rocks tonight. Don't even care. I'm going to double up on my blood pressure and we're just going to hit this up. Hamburgers are my Achilles heel.
Yeah.
I cannot get away from a hamburger challenge.
Yeah.
Like when you and I went for that breakfast and it was all processed meat.
Yeah, that was too much.
Had we gone to a burger joint that had a 4-pound hamburger, I would have been like, done.
Yeah.
Give it to me right. Like it would have been so tough for me. So tough to turn down a good.
Did eat too. I remember one morning, it was early, that I think we caught Harvey's just as it was starting to serve lunch. And like Mel's like severely hungover. He's like, get me 2 burgers with the works. As we were driving to a pizza place to check out.
That's it. No, because that's how I live, man. I live like that. That's on the weekends. So this is a true story for anybody following along, new to me or what I'm doing. On the weekends, when you see me throw down an epic cook, know that I got probably loaded.
Yeah.
And the next morning, I'm probably hungover. And if I'm limping through a post on Instagram, like I've either just eaten 4 Papa Burgers or I'm about to hit some kind of, and that's going to cater us right into my next topic. This is perfect.
We go. Great segue.
Great segue right there. So this weekend, Sunday morning, I forget what I cooked on Saturday. Oh, I did that Wagyu picanha, and I also did spatchcock chicken because we were shooting YouTube clips, right? So we did that. It was deadly. The old editor came over. We did a bunch of crazy stuff. It was awesome. Sunday morning, 10:30, Mucho Burrito opens up.
Oh, geez.
So I went out drinking with one of the millwrights at work, and he was the one who told me Mucho Burrito just re-released their ghost pepper burrito. And he's like, this thing messed me up. It was hot. And the TV commercial said, and I don't watch TV. We're all like Netflix and Disney Plus. We don't watch TV anymore. So I don't get ads like I used to.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, the TV commercial said it was even worse than the first time. And I was like, you've instantly piqued my interest. I need to see. So 10:30 a.m., here's Mel at Mucho Burrito. They weren't. Okay, so this is Edmonton, Alberta. There's a foot of snow on the ground at 10:30 in the morning. This chick was not expecting to see someone before noon. And here's
a ghost pepper burrito.
Yeah, here's Mel walks in like, what's up? What's going on? Let's get some burritos going. And she's like, okay, all right. So then I order like, there's two different things. There's the wimpy ghost pepper, and then there's like hell hot, you're gonna die ghost pepper. So I'm like, give me the hell hot. Let's get on this. And she looks at me and she just has this little smirk on her face, right?
Yeah.
Takes the ladle, double dips it, and covers this thing. So I've got pictures of the whole process of this thing. I eat the burrito with Lisa, and it's as big as a donair, man. This thing is So I eat this burrito with the kids climbing around and doing whatever. 10:30 in the morning, -40, foot of snow.
At the restaurant. Did you eat it at the restaurant or home?
No, I brought it home. I brought it home. Yeah, I got Lisa breakfast too, whatever. A couple of hash browns and some shit, whatever. But I ate this burrito, and halfway through, I was like, like this is hot. And she doubled it up. Like she wanted to, she
was laughing when you left.
Yeah, she wanted me to pay for being her first customer an hour for her first customer. She wanted me to pay for it. So this is fine. Lisa goes and grabs me a glass of milk, which hasn't happened for probably 4 years.
Yeah.
That's how bad this Mucho Burrito ghost pepper burrito was. This is all great and fine, so I choked through it. Not a big deal. Yeah. It's a donair-sized burrito.
Yeah.
Burned through it, no big deal. Here is my conundrum now. I would like to get, because my editor, Louis, he is also a hot food fanatic. Me and him together, the gruesome twosome with the spicy food.
Yeah.
I want to get him to come back next Saturday. I want to order 2 of those from the same lady. I want to record them for YouTube.
Yeah.
And then I want to record the aftermath. Now, I want to know if you guys think this is gross. Like, if Louis was on the other side of the room and you just see my head peek around the corner and be like, ah, ah. Like, it wasn't that it was heavy or hard or anything like that.
Yeah.
At one point, I asked Lisa for a popsicle. Not for my mouth.
Yeah.
That's how hot it was. 3 hours later, I had bullets rolling down my head, and I'm sitting on the crapper, and you'd hear like, tss, tss. That's what you'd hear, and I was dying, Jared. I was dying from the heat. And I cook with ghost peppers. Like, I cook with actual ghost peppers. I love spicy food all the time. Nobody ever talks about the back nine.
Yeah.
Everyone is so focused on the beautiful bunkers and the watershed on the front nine. No one ever talks about the back nine.
Yeah, it's true.
And I got my ass literally kicked by that old lady. Literally, I wanted to put toilet paper, spritz it, and put it in the freezer.
Yeah.
And then use it as like a cushion. because it sucked so bad.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I just want to give a shout out
tapeworms. If
that?
I had tapeworms, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't. 100%. Is this something I should put on a YouTube video just to explain the pain and the anguish? And I was sitting there watching like Teddy Ruxpin or something.
Yeah.
And my stomach went, and I was like, I don't want to go back there. Like it's like Blair Witch shit. I'm like, oh, I don't want to go back to the shitter. I don't want to go that. Like it's nothing good will come of this.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Oh, it was so bad.
That might be a little too graphic for the show.
Is it? No, like I'm not saying record me in the crapper, but
okay.
Like, should you see my pain with the?
Yeah,
it was so bad. It was so bad.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Hey, I got a couple shout outs here. My buddy Walt, the Frontiersman Travel Adventures. I posted. Yeah, he's a great guy. He does awesome travel videos. Hey, Walt,
fantastic.
Cheers, brother. And we got Patrick still in here. We got I just saw Duke joined us. Duke's in the house.
My man Duke.
So yeah, we got a lot of cool people joining us tonight.
Oh, buddy, I'm not trying to gross anybody out. I'm not trying to be gross, but like I want people to understand that Mucho Burrito Ghost Pepper Hell Hot, it literally kicked my ass.
Yeah.
And that's the crazy. Yeah, put a GoPro in the toilet. That's funny. I got in a lot of trouble for doing that in the 90s,
Jeff? Who was that? Jeff's idea? Yeah.
It was Jeff's idea. That's yeah. No, it was bad. It was really bad.
Are asking what I switched to. I just switched over to Pickle Porker.
Oh, you're going bourbon. Top shelf now. He's going top shelf, ladies and gentlemen. That's it.
So it's called. So the drink I'm drinking, it's called the Pork and Stormy. So you put in bourbon, ice. You can use lemon or lime. I had no lime, so I'm using lemons tonight. So a good healthy pour of bourbon, and then put a little bit of ginger beer on top. So it's an awesome drink. It's your bourbon take on a dark and stormy, which is normally rum, right? So this is with bourbon.
Nice.
So the guys at Peg Leg Porker in Nashville call it the Pork and Stormy. So
nice.
But it's a really nice drink.
I might have to try something with a bourbon here soon.
Yeah, you got a few bourbons there to choose from.
I may or may not have something fantastic to happen here. Yep. Oh,
yeah.
Stefan. Hi, Stefan. Steven. There we go. Yep. All kinds of people popping in and out, doing stuff.
No, that's awesome. Yeah, we got some great people coming in tonight. So. Yeah. Hey, but considering it was last minute, we threw it out there. It's awesome to get together.
Yeah, no, this has really been nice, man. This has really been nice. Yeah, I if you have a Mucho Burrito close to you and you're like adventure with a bit of mystery and then a very painful end.
Yep.
The Hell Hot, whatever it is, Mucho Burrito, Pepper Burrito. I will. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna shoot it for YouTube.
Yeah.
Lisa laughed. You know Lisa. She's quite hard on me. She's quite hard on me. She heard me whimpering from the bathroom and she laughed at me. I actually was whimpering. So there's that. Yeah.
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 No, I can't join you on that one. Although it's funny because I do watch a lot of those YouTube videos where it's the first we feast or whatever, where they do the 10 or 12 wings, and it gradually gets, and I know Heartbeat Hot Sauce is on there this year or last year. There's been some Canadian guys on there, which is awesome. Yep. But it's I don't know. I could probably maintain it through it, but some of those, you get up to like 1 million or 2 million Scovilles. I don't know. That doesn't become real fun, right?
No, man.
The fun factor leaves real fast.
No, that's the trouble with me and Louie when we're shooting and doing stuff. We're making something like I'm making a chili, say.
Yeah.
And me and him get together. We quickly throw like care and caution out the window.
Yeah.
I'll dish up with the wife and kids. Now it's up to us to like hurt each other.
Yeah.
And that's essentially the next step is that you're actually trying to hurt each other.
Yeah. But that's the thing, right? If you get a good hot sauce, and there's a ton of them out there, but you can get some really good hot sauces with flavor, right? So, there's always that, I'm going to kill myself factor, but there's some like Heartbeat Hot Sauce, those guys out of Thunder Bay, Ontario. There's another local guy, Pepper North. He does some really, really good, nice flavored hot sauces. Dab them on the wings, put them in the soups, or, your dill pickle soup, put some hot sauce in there. No, there's a lot of different options out there. So it's you don't always need to go for I tried one a while ago. I forget what it was called, but it was like basically all you tasted was metal. Like there was the whole metal taste in your mouth. And
so this goes back to the old Dave's Insanity, right?
Yes,
and you've got like the level of pain, you've got the level of heat, you've got the level of blah, blah, blah. These sauces didn't taste good.
Yeah. No, there was
These were the original, like, burn your face, burn your butt hot sauces. They didn't have the flavor back end. So this is, the Louisiana habanero. See, cilantro hot sauce. These are all fantastic.
Hank's is a great one.
Hank's is a great one. I'm a huge fan of Heartbeat hot sauce because they're small batch.
Yes.
And they really put a lot of care in their ingredients.
Yeah.
And you can really taste it. I like it. Wait until you get to taste their scorpion sauce.
Yeah. I haven't seen it yet. Is it out?
It's hot. It's hot. Yeah.
I like their the mango one, the pineapple one.
Yeah, no, that's a nice one. Yeah. For sure. I'm a big fan of hot sauces. I like to dabble in every kind of everything, but I don't know. I've always been a sucker for the old Scotch bonnet. The Scotch bonnet pepper has been my favorite for forever. It's painful, it hurts, and then it's got the flavor. It's got the back end that you want to have, which is nice.
That's awesome.
I think Kimmy's calling you out over there.
What's she doing now? She knows I can't follow along. So
she said, "Wait, do you like hot stuff? Look at that." Yeah.
Oh.
Well, he likes you, doesn't he, Kimmy? Hey, hot stuff. Yeah.
So do you follow Matty Matheson online?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I've got to check out his place. He's got a new pop-up in Toronto. Well, I guess they're doing takeout now with COVID, but it's Matty's Patties.
So when I was there, I was hitting him up.
Yeah.
But he wasn't serving while I was there.
Oh, okay.
You and I, we would have went to that, and we would have got scooted in a bit, probably. But he wasn't serving when we were up, so which sucked. Because Matty came here once and we missed connections, whatever. It's a thing, but I have huge props for that guy, man. He's a
character for sure.
Yeah, he's a Canadian icon for sure, and I love him. I absolutely love him. And
we had a lot of fun when we were in town.
Oh, buddy, I had a lot of fun. I'd like to come back. Y'all are on shutdown now, hey?
I know. Spring, we'll plan a trip.
Is that the thing now or what? Because
we're looking at early spring. Get the vaccine out there, get the paranoia going a little bit, and just.
Did you see our newscast at all for Alberta's lockdown procedure?
No, I've been watching local, but I didn't see what you guys were doing out west.
So Jason Kenney came out. Jason Kenney came out and straight up said, he's like, yeah, the numbers are real bad. Yeah. Everyone's messing up real bad.
Yeah.
We're spiking like crazy. What I'm going to need you to do, no more social gatherings.
Yeah.
At all. No more house gatherings. No more, none of that.
Yeah.
I'm going to need you guys to go out and support your local retail businesses.
Yeah.
As much as you can.
Yeah.
Which is the opposite of what you guys are doing.
Yeah, to a certain extent. Yeah.
Straight up like.
It's a difficult one. I wouldn't want to be a politician nowadays. Not that I'd ever want to be one, but it's a delicate balance, right? And I'm I would consider myself a pretty law-abiding citizen. Certainly if this is being recorded, but it's you follow the rules. You want to do, but you know what? It's just I know this isn't a political channel, and I don't want it to become political. But I just for me, I just want everybody to be safe. And my and our premier Doug Ford, I think agree with me or not, has done a great job, and for what he's been given, right? Like nobody walked into that role thinking, "Hey, I got to deal with this crap." But they're compensated for their roles. But at the same time, it's a delicate balance, right? You can't kill the economy. At the same time, you got to try to keep as many people safe as possible. So it's how do you, and my heart breaks for these small business owners, the guys that are, especially in the restaurant industry. Like we love to cook, we're foodies, but these guys that are in the restaurant industry and now they're forced to be doing only takeout or curbside. Like in Toronto, you can only basically, if you're a restaurateur, you can only do curbside or takeout. Yeah. And I know from a lot of these guys in the industry, keeping their lights on just to do takeout and curbside, they're losing money. Yeah. So do you stay open and do that and lose money, or do you just shut things down and say, all right, I'm going to, lay off all my staff, which puts all those people out of work, and try. It's a survival of the fittest, and so it's tough, but it's again, not to get too political, but I just want everybody. The numbers are scary, but let's just it's going to be a quiet Christmas for everybody, and I think that's the right thing to do, right? And I was out walking Kobe the other night, and I'm walking down my street, and these people are having a party in their garage, and there's got to be like 20, 25 people in there. I'm going, come on, guys. Like, really? Like, does this really need to happen right now? It's just...
I know. It's a crazy time. Everything is crazy. Yeah. I just thought it was funny because Alberta's been building up to a lockdown. We've been gearing up for this big lockdown that was coming. And then when they did the release today, there was no lockdown. He was like, Black Friday is still in play. Yeah. Everybody get ready to go to the mall. Make sure you're wearing a mask. But
you do your social distancing, you do your mask, you do the essential stuff, and I think we're gonna come out stronger out of this, right? I think it's forced people to realize, for me, it's forced people to realize what's important in life, right? Family, friends, health. I think everybody was going at a mock speed, right? Everybody, life was, for me at least, life was just becoming so fast. And now it's about enjoying the smaller things in life, right? So
for me, Darren, excellent question. Am I off work? Darren, my whole point of this thing with Alberta and Premier Kenny, no, I'm not off work because there's no lockdown in Alberta. Yeah. Everything is going according to plan, according to our it's our numbers are higher than they've ever been. Everything's been absolutely insane, and he's like, get out and spend money. Yeah. Which is crazy. What it is, like, there's no break. We're not shutting anything down as of yet. We're watching what you guys are doing. We're watching, like, Manitoba, hard shutdown. Alberta's open for business still. So
Richard's got a great idea. If we all eat ghost peppers, it'll kill.
That's it. That's
it'll kill.
Pretty sure I scared it right out of me. Crazy time, man. Crazy time. It is what it is.
Yeah. For sure.
Other than that, I don't know.
We'll get through it. It's like anything, right? It's we'll get through it, and I just pray for everybody out there that their families remain safe, and we've been very fortunate that nobody close to us has been affected by it. So,
Spicy Jacks, there you are. Cheers, Spicy Jacks. Yeah, it's a weird time, man. It's a weird time. We saw Bubba the other day. My aunt brought her over in the car.
Nice. Yeah.
She stayed in the car. Yeah, and man, I get it. It was weird, but I get it. Got to see her. She got to stay safe. Everything was good.
No, that's awesome. Those are the ones we got to worry about, right? It's the vulnerable people, right? The older.
And that's yeah. You got to watch out for the old people for sure.
Yeah.
She's 94.
Yeah.
She's 94. Like, heaven forbid, this is what takes her. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy.
We got time for another drink, Mel?
Oh, buddy, we sure do.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab the cabinet. I'll be right back.
Yep.
There we go.
Oh, there you go. Boom. Just like that.
Boom. Close by. We'll take a trip to Ireland. Oh, look at that.
Isn't he cute?
How
you know what I want to do soon?
How long did you have to cook that thing for?
Oh, he was cooked. He was cooked for a bit. Yeah.
What do you got there? Your drinks? Your coolers?
We're doing White Claws. We're doing White Claws. We're doing rye. We're doing this and that, you know.
That's the thing with the, I've noticed about this show, you have to stay well hydrated.
It's a tricky dicky, let me tell you.
Yeah.
This is, like, people don't seem to understand, but in the course of whatever, you can pound, like almost 3 drinks, maybe, or 4.
Yeah. It's, 3 or 4.
Yeah, at least. That's
well, that's like I got a sign up at my bar. I don't know if I had this one. I think I had this when you were here. So I got.
Oh, yep. What is that?
What does that mean?
Did you have that made just for me, or?
Yeah, exactly.
That's a funny time.
To remind you what way to stumble to the bathroom.
Yeah, that's I got one over here. Where is it? There it is. You can't really read it though. It says "fuck off." That's the one. Yeah, just a random.
So most of those bottles behind you, I'm trying to look like most of them are they bourbons? A lot of bourbons?
Yeah, it's all bourbon.
Are you?
That's
so you're a big bourbon fan.
I do like bourbon.
Yeah.
I do like bourbon. I like bourbon. I like cigars.
Yeah.
I like beers. Yep.
The finer things in life.
Yes. Duke did have a few last week. Spicy Jacks just chiming in there. Yes. Yes, Duke is a fun time. I like drinking with Duke.
Does Duke normally drink though, or is he just when he's around you?
I don't know. Every time I've seen him, he's been drinking. So
you have that influence on people.
That's what I've been told. It's not my fault. Yeah. Yeah, the after show, that's what'll get you. Darren and Duke, I think, hung around with me on the after show for like another hour and a half. So what you guys don't understand is after this is done, this turns off, but the chat keeps going, but it's no longer live.
Yeah.
So then it's like a no holds barred kind of, and it goes on sometimes for quite a while, which then I get a lot of trouble. That one. Yeah.
That's when the shirts come off, right?
That's it. That's it. Yeah, it's a good time.
Oh.
It's a good time. Yeah, so one of the cooks that I've been debating, I've seen a lot of the Spanish folks cooking pork belly.
Oh, okay.
Tied up just like you would do a porchetta, but no herbs, no seasoning.
Oh, wow.
Just a straight pork belly tied up, sliced up, sandwich meat style.
Nice.
I don't know. I would like to do some small rolls, maybe on a rotisserie.
Would you do that would you do it on the rotisserie or just?
You could, either or. Yeah.
Skin on the pork belly.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Skin on. Yeah. Skin on it. That's a big part. That's a big part of the thing. Yep.
And then just thinly sliced.
That's right. You could do thinly sliced or
There we
cubed,
go.
right? I noticed a lot of people doing the pork belly burnt ends recently.
Okay, yeah, they seem to be catching on.
Yeah, so that tells me that maybe pork belly's on sale right now.
Yeah, it's funny when you see those trends, right? You see online and everybody's doing pork belly, or you don't see a lot of.
There's Javi, Big
Yeah.
Javi. So Big Javi, he's the one who built that whole steer spinner in
Oh,
Drift.
cool.
Awesome,
Very
man.
cool.
I love him. And there you go. He's making one this weekend.
Oh,
And he's
nice.
probably going to do the old straight block. You do a block, heavily salted,
Yeah.
and you crisp it up like hard.
Oh, okay,
And then
okay.
you cut it up into cubes and just serve it straight up. Love it, man.
Nice.
And that's what I'm talking about. I've seen guys and they're salting it, serving it straight, and then like cubed, but cooked like a block.
Right.
Get my crank just going, man.
Yeah, I think there has been an influx of pork belly out there, but I love pork belly, right? I want to cure some into like a bacon, do long cure.
Yep.
But I see Kimmy wrote on here, it's beef on weck. Have you ever heard of beef on weck?
I have.
Yeah. So we've been doing it. So I got a couple buddies south of us in Buffalo. It's a Buffalo staple. You would think Buffalo, you think chicken wings, right? But beef on weck is known in Buffalo as their sandwich. So basically, you take a really nice cut. So what I did was, I had a small prime rib, maybe about a 3.5, 4 pound. I actually did it on the Tromba King. So what I did, I took the Tromba King, stuck it on it, and I smoked it for a couple hours till I hit about 118, 120 internal degrees temperature. I let it rest because you want it like rare. Like you want borderline rare, medium rare. And then what I did was I cut it off the bone and I let it cool and I threw it through the slicer. So I shaved it. And then you put it on a really nice Kaiser bun. And then but in the meantime, you take the Kaiser bun, you cut it in half and you toast it. But you toast it on the top, you do an egg wash, and then you do a salt with a caraway seed. And then you stack the meat on it, and then you do like an au jus on the side. So you do an au jus, you dip the meat in the au jus, you throw it on the bun, the toasted bun, and you take you find a really, really good horseradish, and you top it with horseradish, and man, it makes an awesome sandwich. You talk about.
So here's a funny story for you. I told Lisa I was going to buy a fucking food truck.
Yeah.
Just because of the Cubans that you can make.
Oh, yeah.
And she's like, can't you just get a Cuban press? I'm like, not without the truck.
Yeah, you need the truck.
I need the truck to get the Cuban press to make, and that's the thing, right? You get a beautiful smoked prime rib shaved over top of that cheesy, like it's almost a focaccia bread.
Yeah.
But it's in the bun. Oh, man.
Yeah.
The au jus, the cheddar.
Yeah.
One of my big things that I'm sneaky about, but I think is going to work, the shih tzu peppers,
right. Yeah.
Chopped up, raw, mixed up with the cheese. When you sprinkle the cheese and you got the shih tzu peppers, I think there's something magical happening there, and I need to buy a food truck to master that sandwich.
You got to have the truck.
Well, you can't just have the grill. Like you have to, like you just learned. You just bought a meat slicer.
Yes.
I've got like a 20 kilogram meat mixing barrel.
Right.
That hooks up to a 2-horse meat grinder.
Oh, okay.
Then I have my burger presses and my jerky makers and all. I have a small butcher shop in my basement.
Yeah.
You know what I hate doing?
Like, once you started watching the show Dexter?
No, but that's the thing. Oh. You know what I hate doing is cleaning equipment. So add that up. Surround yourself with equipment and then hate cleaning equipment.
Well, that's the problem, right? I love the meat slicer. It's been a great addition. but you slice something and it takes twice as long to clean the machine, but that's all right.
Jeff Davey just sent me a horrible picture of Christy Canyon's chest. Jeff Davey, that was a horrible picture of that. You don't even know. And again, you guys were talking about the Alberta lockdown.
Yeah.
No lockdown. Jade's still open, people. Just so you know, Jaeger bombs, they're still happening. That's it.
That's
Christy
funny.
Canyon's still alive, and
is that a fan? Is she a fan of Dark Side of the Grill?
She is, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. She's a fan of anybody that's going to buy her a Jaeger bomb later today. That's it.
Too funny. We're going to get Jeff on here.
I tried to get Jeff on here tonight, and he was like, me, but now look, he's there. So,
yeah.
Jeff, you want a link? You want to come on?
I guess he had his hands full.
Well, ask him. Tell him. You want a link? We'll send you a link. Come on in. Jared, do you mind if I exit just for a second? You carry this for a second?
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
I don't want to pee on the screen. I got to go pee real quick.
Yeah,
we good?
We're under, yeah.
Okay.
Hey, everyone. Welcome to the Big Green Jer Show. Actually, speaking of jerky, I made some jerky, so I'm going to try it. It's been vacuum sealed for a couple of weeks here, but talking about that meat slicer, I don't know if you guys have one of those in your arsenal, but it is actually been really cool about adding it into having it. So I've been making jerky for years, but I started doing jerky using the meat slicer. So it's pretty awesome. It smells great. So I'll eat it when Mel gets back because I don't want to eat in your guys' ear. But no, this is awesome. I really appreciate you guys coming on tonight, and a lot of really great questions. I see Jeff still here, Cowboy Kev's here, Spicy Jack. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Really appreciate it. It's always fun to jump on here with Mel. Mel's a hoot. One thing I got to say about Mel and I've been talking on and off for a couple of years. Met Mel last year at Smoke Show, and we hit it off. And Mel came to town back in August, and we had a lot of fun. So, Mel, I was just sharing about some of the jerky I was making. So,
oh, is OG Watt on?
No, not yet. I was looking for him.
That's hilarious.
You got to hide the jerky when that guy's around.
Oh, Cowboy Kev is on. Say hello to Cowboy Kev.
Jumped in.
There you go. So him and Mikey, they do the barbecue chat every Sunday night. Okay. And that's a huge show, man. They do some amazing stuff there. So hats off to them.
Yeah, I follow Kev on Instagram. He puts on some great posts.
Yeah, they're good people. There are people. Yeah. Which love that. Love that.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I like? I like that my shop, the guys at my work, they understand what Wednesday looks like to me. Yeah. And I go for donairs every Wednesday now.
I noticed that your lunchtime video is always a donair.
Every Wednesday they're like, and let's go sop this shit up because you still stink of bourbon. That's every Wednesday is the same thing, which is awesome. I love it. I have a lot of fun with this. It's a good way to break up the week on a Tuesday night. You know what I mean? This helps. I do a lot of venting. This is therapy for me.
Tuesdays are the new Thursday.
That's it. Exactly. And for most of you, right? Y'all don't have jobs anymore, so it doesn't even matter. Like that's crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff.
People aren't in the mines like you and me, Mel.
I was so hoping that they would shut us down today.
Yeah.
Oh, I could use a week off, man. I could use it so bad.
Yeah, but you guys weren't even shut down in March, right? You were essential services, so.
No, man, I've not missed a day of work. Because other than when I actually got sick, but it wasn't COVID.
Yeah.
Thank Jesus. But
yeah.
other than that time I was sick, but not sick with
yeah.
COVID, I haven't had a day off from this stuff.
Yeah.
And I have buddies that are like, I haven't worked in a year since March.
It's tough. It's tough, right? And that's the thing. That's what really is sad, is the people that have been affected. Like, there was even like where I go to get my hair cut, they were closed for 3 months, right? I went and got a filling last week. The dental office was closed for 3 months. So it's been, a lot of people have been affected. So
yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing, man. I'm all about supporting small business.
Yep.
All about supporting local whenever you can. Just be safe out there, people. Be safe.
That's what it is.
Use your head. Use your head. Don't lick telephone poles. Don't do crazy shit like that.
Yeah, I know.
Tomorrow I'm going to do a little video snippet. We're going to the Pink Gorilla.
Oh, right. Yeah, your burger or your pizza place.
Me and the boys from work, we're going back to the Pink Gorilla. We're going to have a Dirty Donnie, right, on Donair Day. So I'm going to eat a Donair for lunch, and then I'm going to double down and eat a Donair pizza for like mid-dinner. Oh, it's gonna be deadly time, man. I can't wait.
Throw on a few ghost peppers.
Why do you hate me? That's what I want to know. Why do you...
Jeff's out. Jeff, have a great night. Thanks for joining us.
Cheers, Jeff.
Cheers.
Love you, Jeff.
We'll get you on here, Jeff. Don't worry.
Oh.
Jeff and I partied together last January. We were in Quebec for a weekend, so he can. Yeah, he's a 4 a.m. guy.
Oh, Titletown just popped in.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, there he is on the Instagram.
Oh, nice,
nice, buddy. What are you doing?
Steve was asking about the jerky. Thanks, Steve. Yeah, this has been jerky. So what I basically really quick is I take a full eye of the round, trim a lot of the fat off, throw it through. Now I've been throwing it through the meat slicer, and I throw it on. I've been, back in my early days, I would throw it on a Traeger. Traeger is great for jerky. On the smoke setting, set it on there for 4 or 5 hours. The marinade for jerky, a lot of these guys online have made their own jerky. So I'm speaking to the gospel, but it's a pretty forgiving marinade. You can throw pretty much the kitchen sink in there and it'll turn out. And then on the egg, it's a little bit trickier to make jerky. You got to keep the temperatures low. You got to keep a little bit closer eye on it. But I'll throw, the heat deflector into 2XL, load it up with jerky so you can get a good. I've had 10 pounds on there, and smoke it for 4 or 5 hours. You're keeping an eye on it, and you pull it off. And what I find with jerky is, if you let it sit for a day or so and just let it chill and mellow, and either put it in a Ziploc or you put it in like a big container, it's really good. Like this stuff, I've had vacuum sealed for a week or so, and it's still really tasty.
Shout out to Daddy Dutch. He just dipped in here, man. He's a pit master.
Okay.
That guy, he does some stuff. I really like him. That jerky sounds amazing, man. That sounds.
I don't think I had any ready to go when you were in town. I'll have to make sure I got some on the go next time. But
no, the jerky was a faux pas when I was there.
Yeah. Urban legend.
Yeah. Jerky was a code word for other stuff. So that's
that's right.
Yeah, no, it was man. I love jerky. That's one thing I'm stuck on with Timberline.
Yep.
Me and that Timberline and making good jerky on that Timberline.
Yeah,
it's a tough one.
You really can't beat it. It's that's the thing with I got a lot of friends and I cooked on Traegers for years too, but the jerky on a Traeger is you put it on that smoke setting and you just let it roll and put it on there for a few hours. You're keeping an eye on it, make sure that the texture's there, and you pull it off, and you make good jerky on a Traeger, that's for sure.
Oh, for sure. I've never even tried to make jerky on an egg. I've never even tried.
Yeah, it's a little trickier. It can be done, and I've done a ton of it. It's the cool thing is you can really give it some flavor enhancement. Like I'll throw on some frittata firewood. So throw on a little cherry or peach or something like that to give it a little bit of extra flavor.
Yep.
Which is really cool. Or you know what, even if I'm in a pinch and it's really crappy weather out there, I've got a dehydrator. So you let it chill for a couple of days and marinate, and then you throw it on a dehydrator for 5 or 6 hours in a pinch.
Yep.
It's good that way too.
Oh, that sounds awesome, man. I gotta try different means to jerky. I love jerky. I want to make more jerky. So
yeah,
that's on my list.
Right? Like even like you said earlier, we're all trying to eat a little bit healthier. So the one thing I found with making your own jerky, you can really control what you put in it too, right? So if you buy the stuff at the gas station or the Mac store, it's you're eating a ton of different chemicals and preservatives. Where when you're making it your own and yourself, you can really just monitor what you're putting in there, right? Even if you're watching your salt content or whatever, you can really keep an eye on you're not adding a ton of different preservatives. I work with a couple guys that are like professional bodybuilders, and they love it. Like that's basically jerky. Beef jerky is their snacks at night, snacks during the day, because it's pure protein. And I remember I walked into my office one day, and I walked in and I came out of a meeting, I come into my office and there's this huge chunk of meat sitting on my desk. I'm like, what the hell? There's like, 10 pounds of meat sitting on my desk. And one of these guys, comes in and he's like, hey man, I dropped off a couple of roasts for you to make me jerky. I'm like, how did you know I was even in the office today? This meat could have been sitting here for 2 or 3 days. So it's pretty funny that way. But yeah, I love jerky. Big jerky.
That's awesome. Fan. Yeah. What's your favorite meat to use for jerky?
I usually use eye of the round. So I'll buy a full eye of the round roast. And like I said, I trim off as much as a fat as I can. I think they say if you get like about less than 6% fat content, 4-6% fat content, but a little bit of fat gives it flavor too, right? Tromba's out of here. Noam, have a good night, buddy. Thanks for joining. Thanks for hanging in, Noam.
That's it. Cheers.
But eye of the round, I find it's not too fatty, and it soaks up the marinade, and you can slice it thin and thin enough for jerky. So yeah, that's sort of been. I've used flank steak. Flank steak is really good too. Flank steak's a little bit more expensive. So if you're not doing a big batch, like I've done batches of 20, 30 pounds of jerky at once. But if I'm doing a smaller batch and I just want to do, enough for a week or so, I'll go to the butcher and grab a couple flank steaks, trim a little bit of the fat off it, and slice it up nice and thin. But you usually do it by hand and marinate it. It makes really nice jerky too.
Nice. Yeah, that's the eye of the round. That's my selling.
Yeah.
I'm sold on that one. That's I'd really like to make some hell hot jerky here soon.
Yeah.
That's my next big thing. A Jamaican painful jerky.
Yeah.
I would like that. I would like that very much.
It's funny. I made a batch a few weeks ago, and I was working downstairs in my basement, and Kim's upstairs in her office, and we're both working from home with COVID. And she messaged me. She's like, "What the hell did you put in that jerky?" I was like, "What do you mean?" Because I hadn't tried it yet. I made it, put it away, let it sit for a couple of days, and it was hilarious. And it was like I remembered putting like a lot of extra black pepper. Like I bought this black pepper with extra kick, and I put a ton of it in the marinade, and it was just enough to just like when you bit into it, like you get the odd piece that just I don't know for whatever reason had the extra pepper on it. And it was like, whoa, that stuff's got a little bit of extra kick on that one. So it was good. Nice. It tasted great, but a little bit of extra black pepper, that's for sure.
That's awesome. I love that. I love that.
But it's great. Like it's nice just to even during the middle of the day, you grab a piece of jerky and.
Yeah. No, I'm loving the jerky. Oh. So how you doing? You ready to wrap this up or what?
Yeah, I think we're doing good. We've been an hour and a half. I think it's been pretty good. So I know some people have stayed in for quite a while, so we had a really good turnout, given the fact that it was last minute. So,
heck yeah, man! This is a great night, Jer. Thank you very much for coming on here.
This is this is the soberest I've seen you on a Tuesday night.
That's it. I always love when you come on, man. I'm looking forward to what we're doing on Sunday. Sunday's going to be awesome.
Sunday will be fun. I'm still kind of working out the kinks on what I'm going to cook. I got a buddy that's he's working at the local fire hall, so he's a firefighter. I've gotten to know a few of the guys at the fire hall. So what I've done through COVID is just once in a while, if I'm smoking a bunch of stuff, I'll just drop it off at the hall for the guys. So I did a big batch of wings. I've done ribs for them. It was funny. The first time I did like 25 pounds of pulled pork, and I'd messaged my buddy and said, hey, I'm doing some pulled pork. It was on sale, so it was dirt cheap. I said, would you guys like some pulled pork? He's like, yeah, man, that'd be awesome. So I smoked it, shredded it, put it in like 2-pound packs, vacuum sealed it, dropped it off to the fire hall, froze some of it, had some of it fresh for them. And like 2 days later, I got a message from my buddy and said, okay, it's gone. It's all gone. So the boys enjoyed it. And so basically, I think I'm going to do some stuff on Sunday. Maybe I'll do some, I've been promising the guys I'll do a big batch of smoked baked beans. So you do some pulled pork, you throw it in the baked beans. So some peppers, onions.
Bourbon,
a nice sauce. Yeah, bourbon. Throw a little bourbon in there
and molasses.
Yeah.
If you're doing smoked baked beans and you don't have bourbon and molasses in there, get the fuck out of here with your baked beans. That's it.
Yeah, it's a good idea. It's a good idea.
Molasses and bourbon. I'm telling you right now, get the fuck out of here with those baked beans. You don't have backstrap molasses.
Yeah,
that's it.
So maybe I know I got to do that this weekend for the fellas, and plus I've been doing. Lately, I've been smoking a lot of jalapeno peppers. So you do the bacon. I know they're common, but you do a little bit of bacon wraps jalapeno peppers. I'm a big fan of those. So, even during the week, throw a few of those on the smoker and maybe get a nice steak, slightly thin it, throw it in there with the cream cheese and a few other things, wrap it with some bacon, smoke those up.
Yeah. I'll tell you. One of my secret weapons for my jalapeno poppers.
Yep.
Crushed chorizo.
Nice.
So you cook some chorizo sausage, crush that up, and then throw that in there with the cream cheese.
Nice.
Oh, buddy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So maybe on Sunday I'll just do like 3 or 4 different types of for those things, like appetizers or something. So listen
to this, Cowboy Kev. He likes to use maple syrup, not molasses.
Oh,
I'm sorry, buddy. I'm up here in the forest of maple. I thought I'd use something that's not local to me. I thought I would use molasses for the change flavor. If I sip on a beer, it tastes like maple syrup, just so you know. That's Kev, everything up here has maple in it. Everything. That's it. It's great. You want Bubblicious bubble gum? That's fantastic. Has a hint of maple in it. Everything.
Yep, it's true.
Maple.
Whiskey, maple flavored whiskey.
Oh. Maple everything. I love you, Jared. Thank you very much for tuning in tonight, doing this.
Hey, thanks for having me on your show. I appreciate it.
Heavy lifting tonight, brother. I really appreciate it. This was awesome. Well, we should do it again sometime, man. I had a lot of fun tonight. Thank you very much for coming in.
Yep. Oh, it's cool. Like my probation officer, he knows I'm home tonight, so it's all good.
Hold on. Oh. Let's finish this night off just like that. Ready?
Yep. There we go.
Well, hello, sir.
Oh, what is up?
Hey,
how you doing today, buddy?
Oh, I'm living the dream.
Awesome. Hey, Chris, how you doing?
Oh, I'm good, Jer. How are you guys?
Good. Mel's still sober.
Almost.
Really?
Three quarters. How you doing, buddy? How you doing?
I'm good, guys. Just got in a little bit ago.
Nice.
So lockdown came down today.
Oh, really?
And it was make sure you are behaved on your Black Friday sales that will continue as scheduled.
That's your lockdown?
Bars are open. Restaurants open. Everything open. We're at capacity at hospitals.
Yeah.
Open.
Yeah. I mean, we've been there for months to the point where like our positive test rate hit 40% for our state. 40%. We're happy that ours are down to 25% right now.
Wow.
This is crazy, man. It's so what do you like it's my heart goes out to you, brother. I appreciate everything you're doing. I love it.
It's keeping us busy, but we're figuring stuff out. I mean, we're getting better at it. There's a few vaccines out there. I think there's 3 of them out there now.
Yeah, they're talking about 3, yeah.
So AstraZeneca, I think, and our Oxford one.
Canada's about 6 years behind the States. So
well,
we just got nacho queso cheese in a pail. So whatever you're talking about vaccines, like we don't give a fuck about whatever you guys are. We're not going to see that for 6 years. It's
yeah.
We just got the Popeyes chicken sandwich like a month ago.
We just got our first one in Green Bay like 3 weeks ago.
That's the turmoil of Canada. Is that like we have free medical care, sure, healthcare is free. It's behind the times. It's right. Yeah. How you doing, brother? You're good?
I'm good.
Good. We missed you tonight.
Oh, I missed you guys too.
I know. It's a tough one, man. It's
kept me busy fixing bones, you know.
Fuck me, man. That's crazy.
But
it's
all good. But hey, what are you guys doing this weekend? Anybody got big plans?
We're doing a Big Green Egg live for Big Green Egg Canada.
Okay.
On Sunday, we're celebrating your guys' Thanksgiving by bouncing back and forth with a few of the eggheads up here.
Hey, you know, I saw a meme that said something along the lines of, you know, we're going to celebrate a primitive Thanksgiving of spreading disease that there's no innate immunities to.
That's
been there.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's not smallpox this time. It's
yeah.
COVID. But no, actually, no. My family, we're having a real quiet Thanksgiving. It's just going to be my wife and our 3 kids. You know, we didn't want to get together with all of our parents and stuff. We decided, you know, let's try to shoot for Christmas and just kind of do the smart thing. Actually, my wife's mom is dropping off a bunch of food just because, you know, she feels like she still has to cook for 80 people and wants to drop it off. And I'm like, okay, well then I'm just still going to cook a 21-pound turkey because I want to cook a 21-pound turkey.
Yeah.
So then I can play around with the leftovers all weekend. So that'll be my goal.
Yeah. No doubt. Yeah, I got nothing for this weekend. I want to do a pork belly, a crispy pork belly. I've had a hard on for this pork belly for like a while now. And I don't want to fill it with herbs. I don't want to make a porchetta. I just want to make a block of pork belly, crispy skin, and then cut up and eaten.
Is it hard for you guys to get
yes, very.
Belly? Okay.
Skin on is like impossible.
Yeah, I don't know why. Right? Yeah, it's true. Unless you go to like a really good butcher shop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, skin on pork belly is like impossible to get. So.
Yeah, ours is the same way too. I mean, we have our Costco has pork belly, but they don't have the. I mean, and it's a good price too. Like you can get like a whole pork belly for like $25.
Jesus.
You know,
yeah.
It's $2.50 a pound. It's great. It just doesn't have the skin, which probably is be fitting for most people. But I would like to get the crunchy skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, up here it's about 65 for one.
Really? That much?
Oh, Jer, you and I did this when we went to the market.
Yeah.
You had so his Korean short ribs, a whole plank of Korean short ribs was like $15.
Yeah.
Out in Edmonton, it's like 32.
That's crazy.
For the exact same amount, same store.
That's just because you got that oil money out there.
That's it. That's exactly it. Just drives me nuts all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's no pissing in a jug today, let me tell you.
I've tried to keep him, Chris, to behave as much as possible.
I've done my very best.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, I know. It's a full-time job. Well, boys, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Hey, cheers, everybody. This has been nice. Thanks for dipping in. This has been good.
Yeah, I appreciate it, guys.
Yeah.
You guys have a good night. Have a good weekend. Thanks everybody for showing up.
Yeah, we had a good crowd. So yeah, have a great night, guys. Stay safe.
Yeah.
Talk soon.
Be safe, guys. Be well.
Yeah.
Right on.